Hey guys, Mustang Doctor here. Tonight we're actually going to add this shorty intake filter to our supercharger. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to bypass this whole stock air intake box and tube, and we can run right off the supercharger. So we're hoping to pick up a little bit more boost. Even if it's just another pound, we'll take it. Because I think the biggest thing is, if you guys look at this, the air intake for this is just this tiny little triangle down here, and it's trying to go somewhat underneath the inlet, or I should say outlet, intercooler pipe into the engine. So that's obstructing some of it, and the rest of it, as you can see, is just coming down right through here. So we know that it's not able to suck enough air up in there. And so this should help quite a bit because it's going to take it right off the front. And basically to do that, we're just going to take these clamps off, pop this out, and bypass it with this. But we're also going to have to rerun our oil catch can, or I should say, might even just bypass it altogether. They say the oil catch cans on the driver's side of these cars really isn't necessary, just a passenger side. And we've actually noticed that quite a bit too. The driver's side's bone dry every time we look at it. So probably just gonna bypass it altogether. And then we're gonna cap this off right here, which is another vacuum line coming out of the intake. And that would be on your stock intake or your Vortech one. They're both the same. So we're just gonna pop this off. We're gonna put the new filter on and we'll be on our way. All right, guys, made quite a bit more room over here now that we bypassed that stock intake box. And now we'll see if this filter fits on. The good thing is we bought this from Summit Racing, so it actually came with different size inlets that we can swap in and out to make sure this fits right. So we're gonna give it kind of a test fit and see where we go from there. All right, guys, so we're actually going to have to cut into the fan shroud a little bit. I think we're probably just going to take that right off. It feels to be just an extra piece, and I was recommended to cut that for this installation. So looks like we'll just cut that off. Okay, guys, if you don't have one of these, get one. Because these cars it's a great feature to have, but it's super frustrating that belly pan under these. Anything you drop in here is just lost on top of that belly pan. It's not going to come out. So we cut a piece of the fan shroud off, but we had to use our spider grabber to get that. And if you guys don't have one of these, highly recommend it. It works fantastic to grab anything you need down in a good spot like that. Okay, guys, we've cut away some of the fan shroud that we needed to get this in. And so we have one of the spacers inside. We took the other one out. So we checked this. The fitment was perfect. So we're just going to slip it right on. Little bit of maneuvering to get it in here because it's still a little tight. I didn't want to cut too much of the fan shroud away, but it's not too bad. Okay, guys, we've got our filter on. And just to wrap up, we took out the entire stock air box that had the Vortech breather, or intake neck, I should say, right in here. We had to cap off the one of the vacuum lines that's feeding off of the intake breather neck. And then we also had to, we have a JLT crankcase catch can that we just tied off there. And we also tied off while we were at it, we had to do some cutting. So we tied off our Vortech oil line, our oil drain line, I should say. That's important, guys. A lot of people just kind of leave those hanging out down in there. And what happens is they bounce all over the place, creating false knock, which is pulling timing from your engine. You don't want that. You really want that stabilized. So just kind of popped a hole right through this fan shroud up here. And then we just zip tied it in just to keep it nice and snug. So all set, hoping to pick up a little bit more boost and hear that supercharger a little louder. All right, guys, have a good one.